Okay, so here we are. Wherever the hell this is. This is the last people who, this is probably Chicago now that I look at it. Frozen wasteland, just like people randomly frozen in place. A bizarre bean-like object in the center of the city. Yep, this is Chicago. Clearly. Are they not made of money? The worst frozen people of all time. They're not even made of money. No. Alright. Scourging Blight. Alright, we do have to take a minute to set up stuff for Cubics, because Cubics has no stuff yet. Oh, but I probably can't do that in combat, huh? Boo. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting combat this instant. Why did we start with 4 phrases? I don't know. I'm not too worried about it right now. Guy was not the most clever of opponents. Okay, we have stuff to set up. So Cubics needs that. We need to get into here. Take a look at the AI behavior. Priest cautious, chanter aggressive. What the fuck is this garbage? Behavior editor. We need. This is our chanter changes. This is now 8. So this is what is this called now? A celebrant, which is really close to celibate, which is something entirely different, I think, for this. Anyways, celebrant 7. That's what we're calling this. I do want this stuff. If an enemy is in melee range, I want him to thunder it. I think it is engaged by, and self is engaged by, right? Self is engaged by anyone. So basically, I want him to thunder nuke when he gets engaged by people, so he can get the fuck away without having to take disengagement attacks. That's good. If any of my allies are debuffed with dexterity afflictions, I want to remove those dexterity afflictions. If the target has taken some damage, in other words, if I'm attacking an enemy, I'm okay with the shield cracks, which is an offensive incantation that reduces their armor rating. If I'm engaged by anyone, no. Target is engaged by anyone. That's a dumb one. We don't want that. So that one needs to be removed. Let's go ahead and add some other conditionals here. This needs a cooldown. 22 seconds. Sure. I don't want this cast all the time. I guess it needs to be engaged by someone. Target is... No, that's fine. Actually. Okay. So we have a couple other spells we want to cast. We've got Holy Radiance, Arcane Veil. Do we have Holy Radiance? All priests get this? Huh, that's interesting. We'll have to work out that in a minute. This is going to be a little bit more complicated. The start of a fight, actually we should look at this. This is fine for just a second. Let's go take a look at what spells we're actually rocking on the priest. Priest has set up our chance, I guess. We'll do that real quick. We only have 2 of these right now. It's fine. So we're running healing and damage buff for everybody else. And actually, I care about the other order here. So let's run like that. So the chant will be there. Our linger time on chants right now is 4.8 seconds. So this means for 10.8 out of every 12 seconds, we have everybody gets reload and recovery time with ranged weapons, which is great since most of my party does ranged damage, which is pretty awesome. So we'll keep that one going. What spells do we have here as priests? This requires a little bit of thought, but not too much thought. So we have Arcane Veil. It's a buff. I don't think we're going to be using that at all right now. I don't want to waste level 1 spells on it. Holy Power I really do like quite a bit. We only get to cast this twice per fight, so we'll be casting that a lot. We have the AoE armor phrase. Should be good. We need to use that. What's the second level 2 spell? Oh, level 1's here. That's the one we already talked about. It's the knockback. Iconic projection. I don't care about. Prayer for the body. That one needs to happen. This is fit. It's a level 2, right? So that's level 1. This is level 2. And how many level 2 spells do we have? 2. We only have 1 level 3 spell. And then we have the Paralyze. He's going to be busy. He's got a lot of stuff we want on him. And then there's the level 3 spells. Mirror Image and Prayer for the Spirit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I do a lot of setup for this too. And his shield cracks. Okay. Okay, so I know what we're doing for this. Let's go ahead and pull this open. Should be Celebrant 7. Should be by list order. Now let's go ahead and actually edit that. Anything I want from their aggressive chanter stuff? Wish I could copy parts of this without losing my already existing one, but that's fine. That's kind of what I want anyways. So I don't want Holy Radiance. So at the start of a fight, I am going to want to buff. We have 2 level 2 spells and 1 level 1 spell. Prayer for the Body is a buff that I want to cast right at the beginning of a fight on my... I mean, Int is almost better than that, but let's cast Prayer for the Body on target. So what's the conditional I want for this? No conditional, I just want it to happen. I want it to happen first. Doesn't have a constitution. Target does not have inspiration. Constitution, where is it? Resolve, Constitution. Okay. Target doesn't have that. Prioritized by spellcasting. I know that's an option. Where the fuck is it? Is spellcaster. Target type is not self. We need to change this over. And I want to cast Prayer for the Body on an ally. Oh, Prayer for the Body can target self. Supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not. That's fine though. Alright. Oh, but that's not even the one I want to cast, hilariously. There's a better one. There is I just click. Right. Same stuff. I just need to duplicate this. So let's move this back down until I'm done with it. Let's drop that one. We want to duplicate this a couple times. Maybe like twice. Alright. Target is inspiration. Cast Holy Power if they don't. Cat creates a zone of divine favor around the caster, granting strong inspiration to allies in the effect. Strong, I guess, is not super important for her either. She's not doing damage. Okay. So we'll worry about that in a minute. This is going to be ally spellcaster. Okay, that needs to happen at the beginning. What's the cooldown on this ability? It's a minute. Surely it's longer than a minute. Let's see how long it actually is. Yeah. Is that castable on myself? Don't actually know. So Prayer for the Body on the Cypher. Prioritized by spellcaster. Doesn't have inspiration constitution. I want to cast this every 110 seconds. And I want that the first thing we do. Is to get that spellcaster. I wonder what considers a spellcaster. Surely not like paladins, right? Okay, buff my allies first. So we get the might inspiration up for that from being godlike. I think Con was one of the ones that triggers Godlike, right? Let's double check on that. I'm pretty sure it does. Abilities. Wellspring of Life. Yes. When nature Godlike is under the effects of Might, Constitution, or Dexterity Inspiration, they gain increased power level. Good. That's what we want. Let's go back to editing this. Okay, so first things first, we buff our spellcaster. We knock back melees that are engaged with us. We cure dexterity afflictions if we're dexterity afflicted. We're debuffing armor. That's okay. I want to be spamming paralyzed is the other thing I want. And when do I want might inspirations? Target is missing a might inspiration. Don't necessarily have to run this. It's just it's much more efficient than my other might inspiration. So target is missing might. Target doesn't have a might inspiration. This is a 60-second AoE. That's a pretty good one. Target type has to be self, I guess. Prioritized by... How did I choose? What was I using to choose the ranger? So we'll have to look at some other stuff here. Are you fucking kidding me? Did it really reset these? Well, it wasn't using that, so that looked like it got reset. It looks like it reset all of these. Okay, maybe when I respec, I have to retell it that, yeah, look. Okay, well, hopefully it didn't lose any of our stuff. It just did that. Were we using Druid aggressive clone, or probably were? What does Druid aggressive clone do? Second wind. Bears for healing. Stuff for that. This is what we wanted. Frenzy. There's some other stuff we're missing, but this is not supposed to be called that. This is Tempest 7. Okay. Good. So we fix this. Yes. Fix this. Yes. 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 Okay, so that's at least there. Let's go ahead and now take a look at what we're looking at for these. The cipher script is lay on hands if we're below 50% health. If target's missing an affliction, get it off on them, because afflictions allow us to do sneak attack damage, which allows us to generate stuff. If targets don't have eye strikes, eye strike them. If target has a shitty affliction, cure it. And buff our other spellcaster. And do this only 35 seconds. This is buff the hunter, so we're doing it by timing. Okay. Alright, we got rid of Puppet Master, so we don't have that anymore. We got rid of Mental Binding. So we're going to be Secret Horroring, and we're also going to be Phantom Foes and Whispers of Treason are the three we want to be working on. We need to fix those. Okay. So, target Secret Horrors is the might debuff, right? Yeah. So this is why. We want to target spellcasters with this to drop their resolve levels, and we don't want to put a debuff on someone who's about to die, so that's reasonable. All right, phantom foes, I don't want to target spellcasters. I want to target greatest numbers of enemies, and I would like them to be above 75%, above 25%. They need to be missing. This is a, what type of affliction? Flanked. I think I might have to do just a cooldown. How long does Secret Horrors last? 12 seconds. So 20 is the increase to that. And what does this work? 18 seconds. Let's find out how long that works for. It's going to work for... Phantom Foes, 32.7 seconds. So I should write these down. That's 32.7. What is Whispers of Treason? 40. And what is Secret Horrors? 22. Okay. Valorous Echoes is 37.9. Alright. Let's go take care of that then. Inventory here. Open the behavior editor. Update it for what level we are. I think we're 8 right now, right? And 35-second cooldown on Valorous is actually too short. I want to hit the spellcaster every single time. And I don't want to do this when that's running. So move that up a little bit further. Resolve Affliction, great. This was Secret Horrors. Secret runs 22, so I'll make that every 23 seconds. Phantom Foes. This is debuffing, like a group of guys. I think I want that a lower priority than stealing people. Whispers of Treason. Target. I don't want to attack targets. I don't want to go after targets we're attacking. So I probably want the target certainly not below 50%. Let's just auto grab people who are 90% or above. The target has health 90%. And they don't have a type of affliction is this. This is a charm affliction. And charms are int, right? This is an int infliction. Or a will affliction, depending on how they're categorizing it. Int. Target has... Are afflictions first ahead of inspirations? Yes. Target has affliction intellect. Don't have affliction intellect and they're above 90% health. We'll grab them with Whispers of Treason. Spellcasters first. I don't need greatest number of enemies. Most damage inflicted. That's how I'd like to grab their biggest damage dealer first, and then I'd like to grab spellcasters. That seems okay to me. We'll see how that works in a minute. Okay. How often? This is a 40-second charm. Let's make sure we don't cast that too much. Let's call that 42 seconds. Okay. Hey, Melly Cakes. Oh. Looks fine. AoE Resolve Affliction. That's not what these are called. That's an AoE Resolve Affliction. This is... It's minus power. Okay, this is a charm. This is a, and this is charm, damage dealer, spellcaster. This is a AoE armor debuff. How much can it debuff? Oh, it's armor and deflection. It's not quite as good as I thought it was. Deflection, armor, debuff. Okay. Did we have other ones we had? We wanted Phantom, Whisper, the other one, and what's VAL? That's the Valor buff. Okay. So we're buffing our other caster and we're buffing our ranger. Then we are spamming a frighten effect on casters and great number of enemies. We're charming. I should charm ahead of that, honestly. Let's push that up in its priority list. We can do that a lot. And if we have extra juice left over, we can phantom foes. Greatest number of enemies. Seems okay. Looks good. Let's accept and save that and see how it works. Cool. She's been updated for her new skills. Let's build that now over here. Make this synergetic. So we're in charge of paralyzing on this guy then. He's 8, right? I think he's level 8. Okay, so we have this stuff. We're buffing the other caster so we get better buffs ourselves. Shield cracks is fine. I can make that an int buff. We have one of them. Prayer for the Spirit. Fucks up all my durations on the other ones, I guess. Do I want to buff int? Maybe I don't want to buff int. So we'll fuck up all the durations. I took int thinking it would be useful, but maybe not. Okay. And how are we going to... Okay, this makes sense. We need to get our paralyze in there. This duration was only 22 seconds. It seems unlikely to me. Let's take a look. Duration of... Okay, so we need to track durations again so I can make this. This is our armor buff. This is expensive for us. It costs us 4. That's going to be 35.2 seconds. Our stun is fine. How long does the stun last for? 9 seconds. Stun is 9. What about the paralyze? Paralyze is 10. And the shield cracks is 22. Okay. So shield cracks 22 seconds is fine. The holy power inspirational. I want this on the hunter if the hunter doesn't have one. I only want it on the hunter. And do I care about it on chat? I don't know about that. I would like to do this as an AoE one. This would be good. Is there some way I can prioritize by like a group of my teammates? Greatest number of allies. Target is self. Isn't this how it chooses the caster, not how it chooses to cast? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I want this one in there conditionally. It's a hard one to use because it's a point blank area of effect. So it can't be like cast on a guy. It's going to be cast on me. So it's not like I can be like target has a might affliction, therefore buff him, because it doesn't specify range. So I don't think I can make that one conditional. I might have to manually cast that, which means I might respec out of it later. We'll see. Okay, this one. So we're looking to add paralyzes in next, right? So something like this one. Paralyze is called the sound of the voice the killer's froze. Target type enemy. Prioritized by greatest number. Also prioritize by taking damage. Is marked would be a nice one. What's the range? All of his stuff is point blank. I don't know if I can do this. I'd love to paralyze the guy in the back the archer's shooting, but I think I'm not going to worry about it. No, that's fine. I think we'll just drop that conditional. This every 22 seconds is too slow. This is the one I want to spam. It's an 11-second debuff. Target is below 90%. No, I don't care if it's below 90%. I literally don't. I just care if there's a group of them. I don't know what conditional do I want here. Oh, doesn't have the affliction is the conditional I want here. And it is a paralyze. Paralyzes are dex afflictions. Dex afflictions. So we want target has affliction dex, doesn't have affliction dex, in which case punish them with that. Alright, every 11 seconds would be fine. I want to paralyze after I've already armor debuffed. I'm okay with this not being up 24/7 too. That 25. So we have paralyzed taken care of. Oh, we have armor buff. Armor buff is the next one I would like. So this is right there. Not felled by axe nor broken by storm. I want this cast on chat all the time. 4 fucking slashing and shock armor sounds good. What's the duration on this? We looked it up. It was 35 seconds. Okay. Every 40 seconds or so should be fine. I'm a bit worried we'll never get to it because it's going to cost us 4 to cast this. I think I want to put it ahead of the paralyze and priority list then. So I want the paralyze spam to happen, but I want it to happen after the buffs are up. Target type ally, target type engaged by most enemies. Most engagers. Also, target with the other way to look at that is highest armor. Highest deflection. That would be a good one. That's always going to target chat. Okay. No, it's not a constitution. What is it? It is a armor buff. What conditional do I want on that? Has armor equipped. We're currently using heavy on chat. Does it affect myself? I think they all affect myself, right? Buff chat with armor every 40 seconds. I think that checks. All right. We'll double check that right now. Let's just double check while I'm thinking about it. Chat is wearing... That is heavy armor. Okay, we just got to remember to update that if we ever change the armor, because that's the conditional. Oops. Okay, so we took care of paralyze. We took care of the armor buff, the stun, the paralyze. Okay. Armor buff before shield enemy debuff, yes. Start the fight like this. Things we're not doing very well with this is we're not utilizing the rest of the priest spell slots. So we took Holy Power and Arcane Veil. Prayer for the Body, we have 2 of those, that's okay. Oh, we should set up something for Mirrored Image. This is we're taking a fuck ton of damage, we can get deflection. I mean, not that we have shit for deflection, but it's something, I guess. And then we have Holy Power still. What I should have done with this is I should respec out of this and take healing. We'll do that later. I'm not going to worry about that for the moment, though. We just spent a lot of time respecing. Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go. Was there anything else we picked up on the Barbarian that I can remember? Any other... Oh, right. We have an active. We now have Sprint. and we have Barbaric Blow, although I don't want to macro that in until later. Sprint's fine. I can manual cast that when I want to. And the Ranger. Let's double check on the or the Hunter, I guess is what it's called, is this class. So I wasn't totally happy with the wasn't totally happy with Marked for the Hunt right now. Just every 180 seconds. Also, are all of these, we don't have Wounding Shot on her at all. I feel like we lost skills on her somehow. It might be a respec bug, we'll see. Didn't like Wounding Shot. I'm fine with that not being there. She's got a pretty simple list here. Prioritized by most afflictions. No. I don't want you to prioritize by anything. I just want you to shoot the one. Mark for the hunt every 180 seconds. Greater than... Sure. Okay, let's see how this treats us. Let's get a fight. I don't know if I should be running Ring of Marksman on her. So her main weapon has a bazillion penetration. I kind of want to give the penetration to Cubics. But I'm worried Cubics is going to start pulling aggro. So I don't know, Akong. It's way too early to ask me questions like that. I want to get through this playthrough, and I don't know if I have time to do another playthrough. We'll see. All right.
You up there, run!
Why would I run?
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
Bye. Oh, did you not want your souls? Do we get any more active? Oh shit, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't reset Twitch chat when he gets levels. This stuff gets turned off and he goes to stupid stances and whatnot. Let's go warrior stance. Evasion stuff. The hunter needs to go to warrior stance. Anything else stupid that gets turned on or off? I don't think so. What's Lana using inventory wise right now? 2 better weapons. Good. Okay. I think we're good, right? Oh, Paladin aura. On Twitch chat. Where's my aura? There. Armor aura. Okay. Alright, let's go take this fight. Found a hidden object. Where? I don't see a hidden object. Okay. Oh, did Lana buff? Or not Lana. I mean, Lana activates Barbaric Blow. That's not allowed. I'm certain that's not in your fucking thing. Tempest 7. By list order. Open behavior. Tempest 7. There's no fucking Barbaric Blow in there. Why are you Barbaric Blowing people? As... The fuck is that? She hasn't used any resources, so I don't know why it says she's activated Barbaric Blow.
So much for you.
She definitely did. Lana. Alright. I didn't want to mess with Lana right now. I want to look for Stranger Ranger Danger. Activates Scourging Blight. Affects Scourging Blight. With Hunt. Good. Activates Discipline Strikes. That's supposed to happen. Those are both good. No idea why,
Yes? Leave it. As you wish.
Where's this hidden object we found?